All right, guys, there's a new narrative in town, a new niche in the crypto world. It's AI tokens. And unless you watch this video, they are highly, highly risky. If you do watch this video, they could be extremely profitable because millionaires will be made. More and more millionaires will be made with these AI tokens that I'm about to show in this video. But I'm going to give you the complete guide to AI tokens. So settle in, pour yourself a tea, sit back, relax. Everything is under control. All I ask, apart from that you pour me a cup of tea as well, is to hit that like button below. I really do appreciate when you hit that like button. It helps my videos reach the algorithm and reach more people. Okay, let's jump into it. Why are AI tokens so exciting, and why do people like Alex Becker, Crypto God John, Ilio Trades think that they're going to be the biggest niche for the most gains in this cycle? Well, let's have a look. There's lots of different categories of crypto. Something like meme coins, which are basically no utility tokens that are just funny, interesting, newsworthy tokens that everyone just piles in and bids them up to billions of dollars in market caps. They've been around since, I believe, like 2014, 2015, whenever Doge was actually created. And last cycle, they were massive as well. You can see last cycle, 2021 in the bull market, they reached an $84 billion market cap. They're now surpassed last cycle at $124 billion market cap. Rumor is they've got a long way to go from here. Gaming as well. If you're around in the last bull market, gaming was massive. It reached a $49 billion market cap. You can see it's already back up to a $33 billion market cap. Some really cool projects popping up there, but it's not a new industry. DeFi also was around in the last bull market. It's now at a $177 billion market cap. They don't have one of these fun graphs for us over in the DeFi world, but it's coming around again. It's going to be hot this season as well, but it was here last season. However, the all new toy on the block, if you zoom out here on this graph on the AI tokens, you can see this is the first bull run for AI tokens. And this is the time for AI tokens to really shine because AI is one of the biggest trends probably of our lifetime. Similar to the internet, your AI, there'll probably be like 3 or 4 things that pop up. Blockchain obviously is going to be one of them too, that are just going to be trends that probably outlive us. And AI has just started popping up. So we are so early. Asterisk there, I'm coming back onto market timing for you. But in last bull market, 2021, you can see it's just a $3 or $4 billion market cap. Now we've shot up to a $64 billion market cap. It's starting to get on more people's radar. And I believe there's a lot of opportunity to go. Again, I'm going to tell you about that. But have a look at this as a trend. You can see ever since OpenAI, ChatGPT came out, AI really became a narrative to the mainstream. Something that's on everyone's radar and it reflects in actual economic value. This is the top 100 companies by market cap. And let's have a look just at the top 11 because number 11 is also AI, at how many of them are AI, not centric, but incorporate and use AI in their technology. Obviously, Apple, NVIDIA is the number 1 AI stock making the chip. Well, they don't actually make the chips, designing the chips for AI technology. Microsoft, they acquired ChatGPT. Amazon, they've got their focus on AI. I think Jeff Bezos is actually coming back to run the AI at Amazon. Google, of course, they've got their Gemini. Saudi Aramco, a little bit more old school oil money there. You got Facebook, who are developing their AI. Tesla, obviously, got their AI, self-driving cars. TSMC, the people who make the chips for NVIDIA in the AI world. And then you got Berkshire Hathaway, which is, again, a little bit more old money, Warren Buffett style. Invest in the big Coca-Cola blue chip stocks. So they're not AI as it stands, telling you that they will be soon. Broadcom, number 11, they are also a chip manufacturer for AI. So you can't miss AI in the world. It's just getting started. And I believe every company in the top 100 will eventually be an AI company, just like every company in the top 100 here has an internet presence or some form of internet marketing. It's going to absolutely bleed into every single company. If you don't adopt it, you're going to die. Now, with this trend, I believe this trend is only just beginning because every company, and you just saw the big ones doing it, but you've also got the smaller companies doing it, are having more and more tech breakthroughs as the years go on. So we just had Sora drop, which is basically a text prompt into video. And this is massive news in the AI world. And you're going to have more and more of these opening up. One of the trends is AI for the blockchain, crypto AI. And I really want to liken this to something like Ubers versus taxis. So this headline here, Elon Musk and Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle, begged NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang for AI chips. They had a meeting and literally begged him to allocate them AI chips because AI chips, guys, GPUs, they process all the demand for all the AI infrastructure that's going on out there. This is important. We're going to get to it as it comes into blockchain. And if you don't have GPUs available, you can't run AIs because there's nothing to actually do the processing for the AI. And so this is where the Uber versus taxi metaphor comes in, because you had centralized versions of being able to drive you from point A to point B, just like you have centralized versions of chip manufacturers like NVIDIA. And if you need those chips, you have to go get the chip from the person who manufactures. You have to go to the taxi company and get a ride through them. However, with Web3, with decentralization, you're basically getting an Uber effect where we can all start to drive each other around. We can all rent each other's GPU processing power from each other's computers and each other's chips. And so this is the thesis behind AI and DeepIn. However, I'm also going to leave an asterisk there because this is really beautiful. I do think this is the future. But if you were around in the gaming hype of 2021 for crypto, you would remember this game called Doge Dash, which unfortunately the graph's not here and I didn't have time. My internet was too slow to bring up the Wayback Machine this time, but next time I'll include it because it's one of my funniest stories. This thing was in the billions of dollars of market cap, and it was crypto gaming, because crypto gaming was the revolution back then, and still is. Again, it's going to be a revolution, but we are too early for it to actually be the utility-based valuations. Doge Dash was literally just a flash game that didn't have crypto integration. You had to send them a video of you filming yourself playing in order to earn your crypto, but the valuation was in the billions. So remember, when you're buying and selling these AI tokens, it is all narrative based. Even though utility is coming, I think we're way too early to have billion-dollar valuations for a lot of these tokens. I believe personally that they all are going to pull back as the market starts to pull back and cool down after the super cycle. And it's obvious because I'm going to go through these tokens, the ones that Alex Becker is personally holding. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But when you're going through these tokens, you could ask yourself, wait, what about this project is AI? And it's a very fair question because there's 4 types of crypto AI tokens. Number 2 was the GPU renting. We just went in a decentralized way to rent GPU power. It's called DeepIn, Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. And it's a very valid business model. Number 3 here is AI bots and models, but basically like a chat GPT or a large language model or a helper who is actually on chain, on the blockchain, which is kind of cool, but nothing groundbreaking. We can do that off chain. And then number 4 is they use AI somewhere in their business, such as OXO, which I'm going to show you. Basically, they audit the smart contract or core of the program of the business, and they use AI to audit it. But again, it's a really difficult thing to do. And most of this is, I hate to say it, vaporware disguised as AI. And number 1, you'll notice this as we go down the tokens, some of them don't even use AI. They just are throwing their hat in the ring because AI is taking off and they want to be a part of it. Some of them will be developing it, but a lot of it, again, is going to be vaporware. Okay, cool. So now, before we get into the tokens, why is Alex Becker on this thumbnail? Why am I on the thumbnail and I'm telling you my picks? Well, the way I like to trade crypto is I look at the best people in each industry. Murad for memes, Crypto Go John for AI, Alex Becker for gaming, Elliot Weinman for gaming, Peter from House of Crypto for real world assets and DeepIn protocols, Carl Chassie for memes and everything that he likes to invest in, and even someone like Andrew Tate or Elon Musk who know how to pump tokens. They're not the experts, but they have millions of followers, and if they talk about a token or they add it to their portfolio, it normally is going to go parabolic once they publicize it. So I look at someone like Alex Becker because he has one of the best track records possible in crypto. And if you think about it, in order for you to buy a token, you need to have heard about that token and that project from somebody. Or otherwise you've gone to CoinMarketCap and you've just thrown a random dart on the name that you like. And then you're like, okay, we'll buy that one, which is probably not going to serve you very well. And so if you're going to be copying or listening to someone's advice on AI tokens, why not go to the people who have the best track record in crypto? And for me, that is someone like Alex Becker and Crypto God John. Because also, they have the millions of followers that are going to be jumping into their portfolios and tokens who hopefully, if you're quick enough, are going to be behind you and they're going to pump the price. Because remember, a lot of this is vaporware and narratives. This is a meme coin that Alex Becker bought into here at a 7 mil market cap, pumped up to an almost 100 mil market cap. If you put $10,000 in, you'd be able to get about $120,000 out if you could time it perfectly, which you couldn't, so maybe $100,000. Of course, once again, guys, everything is going to have a pullback, so make sure you're taking profit on the way up if your investments are moving. So let's jump into the actual tokens together. Alex Becker's official crypto AI token holds and real world assets as well. So you can see this is a list that is on his Twitter bio. You can come in and read it for yourself. I'm going to go through in a little bit more detail for the holds that he has, starting with the big market caps. This is EOS. Now, I'm going to show you their website and then I'm going to break down the tokenomics and I'm going to show you Alex Becker's view on each of these tokens. When you look at their website, you can be like, what do they do? something with AI, it's narrative training. It doesn't matter because if you're early enough and you beat people in, you're going to make a lot of money. Now, this is AO's network. You can see it's at a $1.32 billion valuation. It is one of the blue chips, I'd say, under Render and under Fetch. But it is one of the tokens that is available on a centralized exchange like Coinbase. And guys, if you're buying tokens just on centralized exchanges, you're going to be slow and you're going to miss a lot of potential tokens that we're going to be talking about in this video. So make sure you learn how to use a decentralized exchange in order to get these tokens before they reach those centralized exchanges and all the normies buy them up. Now, how high does someone like Alex Becker think that this can go? Because it is already at a $1.3 billion valuation. Well, this is his tweet about it. He said, AI coins that have stayed semi-strong like Desync, PAL, OXO, and AOS right here. This is the token that is in question. And ATOR will rise to billion or multi-billion dollar market cap. So he thinks that's going to go to a multi-billion dollar market cap. It might be 2 bill, might be 3 bill, but probably just about a 2x on your money, taking 10 grand, going to 20 grand if you believe Alex Becker's thesis is right, which is why these are the higher market caps. As we go down the list, you have lower market caps, which means if the thesis is true and they do reach the $1 billion or the $2 billion, you can get more than just the 2 or the 3x out of them. Destra. Now this is, okay, we're on the website. What do they do? Something AI. It doesn't matter. It's narrative trading. Having influencers on board is a way stronger narrative than having an extra 10 GPUs sitting in your warehouse. Desync have had a really nice run up recently from 14 cents to 46 cents. This is Alex Becker's #1 favorite AI hold. It's at a $447 million market cap, fully diluted $461 million market cap. How high does he think it's going to go? Actually, really quick, it's on MEXC, the only centralized exchange. So if you don't understand that, we've got lots of videos on the channel talking about that. I don't want to make this video crazy long, but centralized exchanges, they house the mainstream money, and a lot of people can't access these tokens till they get there. So what happens if you can buy in before they get listed by something like Binance, you can do extremely well. You saw Peanut, the meme coin, go from 400 mil to $2.4 billion just because more people were able to access it and buy it on a centralized exchange. Pro tip, sidebar for you in this video. If you are one of those people like, I can't find these tokens on my Coinbase, Binance, CoinSpot, whatever you're using, learn how to use a decentralized exchange. How high does Alex Becker think Desync can go? Well, here is a very long tweet, but he says, for example, Desync got to around a $400 million market cap. Expectations for it in a bull run is a $1 to $2 billion level. So going back and doing the math on your behalf here is about a 2.5x to a 5x if the bull run continues, and this is one of the top tier narratives in there. Now, next up is PAL. Now, PAL's never been my favorite AI crypto, but it is one of the higher blue chip style AI tokens in the AI package at the moment for 2025. Now, they had a little bit of a scare recently, which was this drop off from 32 cents down to, I think they actually went under 10 cents. If you zoom in on that graph a little bit more, we're not going to. And they're a long way from all-time high, where you see something like Desync and all these other tokens that I'm about to show you. They're basically at all-time high. And PAL was really the front runner. It was at an $800 million market cap back in March. And this is why I got confused by it. But again, we're not going to talk too much about it. Becker is a big fan of it. He says in this tweet that he thinks it will be the first token to hit a $1 billion market cap out of these 4 right here. And if that is true, it doesn't have to be first, it just has to hit the $1 billion market cap. You can get a nice 3, a little bit more, maybe 3.5x back on your investment. Okay, on to one of my personal favorites, one of my friends. It's OXO. What does it do? Who cares? It's in the AI narratives. What is the price of OXO, you mean to ask? Oh, very good. I can get you that. It is 45 cents and it's had a massive run up recently. Congrats to everybody who has held to this because I got in over here at 6 cents. I'm going to tell you how I did that at the end of the video with a little call to action to our inner circle. And I actually sold at 48 cents. I timed this almost perfectly. And then I didn't sell it all. I sold probably half and I held the rest all the way down. And only now is it starting to return up. It's at a $454 million fully diluted value. Almost all of it is circulating. It's up 8% on the day. How high do you think OXO is going to go? Well, OXO, according to Alex Becker, says the mid-cap North Stars of AI are PAL and OXO, the 2 I just showed you. Multi-billion-dollar market caps on the way. Let me come back and do that math for you again. Multi-bill, we're going to say is 2 to 3 bill, which would give you a 4 to 6x return if you can time that top perfectly. And then, what goes hand in hand with OXO? If you were around during the bear market, these are the ones that we bought together because they're Crypto God John recommendations. Well, it's our friend Anyone, formerly known as the ATOR protocol. Anyone has just broken or almost broken an all-time high, sitting at $2.19 and about a $200 million market cap. Now, there wasn't too much on Becca's Twitter about Anyone. The best price recommendation we got was that it will skyrocket. So I'm going to throw in a random wild guess to say skyrocket must be a 1.2 billion, which means there could be a 5 to 6x left on this. And again, you can see as we get down, less and less exchanges are going to list it. We've got MEXC, which is one of the first exchanges to list something like this. But I mean, actually, that's actually not bad. They've got KuCoin and BitGet as well. But I'll show you a couple that aren't listed on any exchanges in just a second. The next token on the list, which Becca actually tweeted about today, and so did Crypto God John, Parallel AI. What do they do? Well, they slash computation times by up to 20x by AI developers. You really don't need to know more than that, because if they slashed it 40x, are they worth double the market cap? No, this is not how it works. This is all meme coins with fake utility underneath. And it's not fake utility. They do have utility, but it's like the Helium last market was worth, I think, 20 billion or 30 billion or something absurd, and their monthly profit was like $1,600. So they are overvalued, but I don't mean to crap all over them. These things do things, but I'm just warning you that they are going to be coming down at one point, and prices move based on narrative and based on influences, and they don't move based on technical analysis or fundamentals. This is crypto. Now, Parallel AI has had a fantastic day, up 60% after this tweet from Crypto God John. Parallel AI breaking out. Flip $1 and this could pull a pin-like move. If you don't know what a pin-like move is, I'm going to show you, because it's another AI token that Becca has just got into, which has done incredible things. Becca responded, this is only 4 hours ago now, easy and likely. Now, a pin-like move, actually I have to spoil it here because otherwise we don't know how high Parallel AI is going to go, reached a about $350 million market cap, which means Parallel AI, they're estimating, could have a 3x left in it, unless they're talking about the ROI or the multiples that Pinlink got, because it's, I think, over 12x since the original call, and we will get into that in a second. The next token on this list, the AI token, powering demand for the next gen AI. It's called Node AI, and its ticker symbol is GPU. Now, there's 2 GPU ticker symbols, so very much watch out on which one you get. You can get this on MEXC. Apart from that, something like Uniswap, that's the decentralized exchange I've been nudging you guys to learn about if you don't know yet. The market cap is, again, about a $200 million market cap. And if we zoom out, it's had a lovely day. Hasn't really crossed back into all-time high yet, which is $2.54, currently sitting at $2.04. However, it has had this run up from 60 cents, about that 3x. A lot of these AI token guys have seen this 3 to 5x recently. If you're just hearing about it, or if you've been in it, you'll know that this is why, because they're getting more and more steam as time goes on. Now, this is what Alex Becker had to say about GPU, which was, he was talking about Destra, his golden child in this AI run, and then 8849.eth says, after GPU, my friend, Becker says GPU very good too, and this was talking about desync will go to a billy. So very good, which means probably similar to the billy or the 2 billy that he's recommended desync go to, which means you might have a 4 to 5x left in Node AI if the bull market continues, if AI is big narrative, and if the tier 1 exchanges start to list them. Of which I'm betting they will. I haven't sold any of my 6 figures that I currently hold of these AI tokens. I will at some point. However, I also believe there's some juice left in this tank. The next one was a very interesting one. This is one that Becker almost lifted up by himself. Palm AI. What do they do? Something AI, Google, it doesn't matter. They're part of the narrative. They're part of the meta. This is what we've got to learn. They're at $1.31. And $101 million market cap. This was the Becker effect right here. What was it? 8 cents up to $1.84. So absolutely insane. If you can copy trade and get ahead of people who are following Alex Becker, you can do extremely well. That's basically what our entire existence here is on the channel, is looking at these influencers and getting in these tokens before they pump them to their millions of followers. Currently sitting at $1.31, which is solid. A little bit smaller of a market cap than the one I've shown you already. How high does Alex Becker think it's going to go? Well, again, he's singing the praises of Destra, Desync, the one we showed you first. That is his #1 pick. They're actually pivoting recently to do some AI agents, which looks really exciting. But he replied to Tyrone Cameron that Palm AI is the silver second sun, which is still S+ tier, hold both, which again means probably not the 2 to 3 billion that Desync might hit, but even if it hits $1 billion, you've still got a 10x multiple left on where it's currently at. Then you have ZKML, unlocking privacy, secure blockchain communication, and cross interoperability. Where is the AI in this, guys? We don't know. It doesn't matter. It's part of the narrative. Becca's on board. Becca's pumping it, and it's made me a lot of money so far. So who cares? It's currently at a $64 million market cap. A nice big pump up from 12 cents to 65 cents recently. Not quite at all-time high yet, which is an 88 cents. How high does Becca think that this can go? Well, he replied to this tweet by Kazi saying 11x on ZKML. And this was at, where are we here? This was at 60 cents. So if we actually come back and get our bearings, which is basically where it is right now, it says, it's Powell's little brother. I expect it to mirror Powell, aka Powell goes to $1 billion. ZKML replaces Powell at its current mid-market cap, which would be about a $400 to $500 million market cap, which would give it a nice 7 to 8x left on ZKML. Conducts, they're in AI. They're also, I believe, in the narrative of gaming. Another one of Becca's recommendations, currently sitting at 10, almost 11 cents, not at all-time high. Guys, what do you think happened here? What do you think took it from 2 cents or so 1.9 cents up to 16 cents? What do you think? Of course, it was Alex Becca saying that he's partnered with someone like Conducts. If you didn't sell straight away, you ride it all the way back down until the narrative has come back around. Gaming, AI, it's a big narrative. $106 million fully diluted, $53 million circulating. Alex Becca was flexing about his 9x on Conducts in 7 days. That was that big spike we saw. I left a winky face as a hint. That's how he was saying that he's been affiliated with Conducts, with links to NVIDIA, business-to-business SaaS, their unique AI NFTs, AI learning, USD format directly plugged into crypto gaming, easy play, easy. Now, easy play, that was at 17 cents. If you recall, if you got a good memory, this isn't even back at 17 cents yet. So this is where Becca was flexing on us up here. It's not back there. And he says it was an easy play back there, which means he believes, unless things have changed with the protocol, that it's an easy play right now. In fact, he followed up with another reply saying mostly fully diluted coins that combine AI and gaming, or AI and DePIN, will be absolute chads of the altcoins in this bull run. Now, I know what you might be thinking, because this is what I would also be thinking. You see some potential 10x's here, something like ZKML or something like Conducts, according to Becca's estimates. However, where are the 100x's? Well, unfortunately, the 100x's were back here. And I could be mistaken. There could still be 100x's, but at least for me now, especially in AI, I've got my eyes set on that 3 to 20x range for the current tokens. The new tokens, however, this is the difference. This is Alex Becca's first ever real world asset play, and it's called Pinlink. And this thing, guys, look at that beautiful graph. Alex Becca said that he was affiliated. He left a clue on Twitter. Again, this is what he likes to do. And when he said he was affiliated, it was at a $26 million market cap. They don't track market cap here. I don't think price fully correlates, but I think it must be this spot right here. That's where Alex Becca said he was getting in. It's done, guys. A 10x, and it peaked to over $4 today, over a 12x from that call. And so I honestly believe the best way to trade AI, the best way to trade crypto, the best way to trade Alex Becca and CryptoGo John is to wait for the new projects to pop up and bet really heavy. Now, it's not the only way to trade. I'm also got my feet in these tokens in this video, but I have dry powder set aside for the next time Alex Becca or CryptoGo John say that they're going to be affiliated or partnered with a project, because these things tend to skyrocket, especially in a bull market like this. And as I said, the best way that I've found to trade these tokens is to use influencers, because not only do you get a social insurance policy, when Alex Becca found and promoted Pinlink, you knew if you came across that tweet early or you saw him buy it in his wallet early, there are millions of people behind you waiting to get in, which means you can front run them, get in the same time as Becca gets in, and then sell after at 10 or 12x's in Pinlink's case. They don't all 10 to 12x, some of them might 2x, some of them might go down. But the way I like to trade is copy trading the biggest influencers like Alex Becca, because we can get the same results that they can, and they have better networks, better alpha, more experience, more time dedicated to the charts. They just have us covered in every single category, which is why we created the Rubicon Whale Tracker. Now you can see my whale tracker is currently live, and what is that doing? It is scanning the blockchain and Twitter for, if we go to the menu, we can show how you set it up. One, the Rubicon newsfeed, which is me or the lead researcher inside of our inner circle, pushing you notifications when things happen. For example, this was Becca talking about parallel AI being easy and likely. You don't have to be scouring Twitter to see those sort of reply tweets, just like the one that Pinlink did the 12x on. We'll push it through to your whale tracker for you. We have portfolio reveals where you can see the exact portfolios of the top influencers in crypto, the people who have millions of followers and the people who make the markets. We also have reverse engineered their wallets. So we've gone and got blockchain detectives to reverse engineer all their social media posts and their successes to find their wallets on the blockchain, multiple wallets per person, and then give you a notification when they buy or sell a crypto. For example, we saw crypto guy John buy $100,000 of OXO just before it did a 2x recently. We only saw that because we have his wallet tracked inside this Rubicon whale tracker. And if you want access to this software, the link is in the description below. Become a part of our inner circle and not only get access to rising token breakdowns and the $50K to $5 million challenge, where we are trying to turn $50K into $5 million in this bull market. We're already at about $130,000 and we're about to make a couple more plays. All of them will be going through the wallet tracker for you. Like this was us when we bought ZKML on October 21st, which if you come and have a look at the graph, October 21st for ZKML, it was at 11 cents, a nice 6x on that purchase that we got. How did we get it? We were looking at Alex Becker and Crypto God John's recommendations, which ones had pullback, which ones had potential to go further, and we made the purchase. So if you want to get access to the whale tracker and the inner circle, it's both in one package. Come down to the comments, simply join the inner circle here. Follow prompts to get your whale tracker set up and online and alerting you when anything interesting is happening in the blockchain world, so you can be ahead of the mainstream news and all the normies that are going to follow us into these tokens. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. See you in the next video.